are Canada's snowbirds, undeniably one of Canada's most recognizable symbols. These pilots are the elite of the elite and demonstrate the highest level of professionalism, teamwork, discipline, and dedication. They serve as ambassadors, symbolizing pride and unity among Canadians, but it took years of training to get here, and they all took different paths to get in the air.
Growing up around Regina, I saw the snowbirds and the Tudors flying a lot out of Moose Jaw. So that, growing up, you couldn't help but see the influence that the Air Force had around the area. And then my desire to get into the Air Force was, it gave me the opportunity to do some flying that I wouldn't get to do any other place. So that was the big attraction for me, to fly the F-18. And then as the years progressed, my interest drew back towards the snowbirds as, hey, it could happen now.
For Captain Bandette, coming to Cold Lake is like coming home. It was in this airspace that he first learned to fly the CF-18. He's participated in numerous NORAD missions and NATO exercises. As part of the forces, he says you're always involved.
We're here to support the people who are involved overseas. Obviously, I'm not involved with what's going on there, and so I think it's important for the snowbirds to represent the men and women who are deployed overseas right now, and just to represent what the armed forces are capable of and demonstrate our skill, professionalism, and teamwork.
In that capacity, the snowbirds bring the public closer to the forces. They're well into their 41st season of performing. The show is a series of aerobatic maneuvers and complicated formations. Oohs and ahs can be heard from every corner of the crowd as they appear to cheat death with their high-speed passes. But they've rehearsed this show hundreds of times before taking the routines on the road. Pre-show jitters never faze these professionals.
I'm confident with the aircraft. I'm confident with my teammates that what we're doing, we're being safe with. If there's any doubts, it just takes one person to stop what's going on. And to get to this level that we're flying at, it doesn't happen overnight. We start one airplane, two airplanes, and we work our way up there until we get to 9 airplanes. So we weren't rushed in getting to this point where we are now.
From watching the snowbirds as a kid to now controlling the aircraft, Captain Bandette says it's the culmination of a dream.
I get a lot of satisfaction with flying just because every day is a challenge. You see the environmental conditions that we're flying with today. It's a hands and feet platform, we like to call it, is that everything that we do in the airplane is directly related to what the pilot's doing inside, and then as all 9 airplanes are working together to make everybody work in perfect unison, that's something that is inspiring to work with and work towards the perfect show. It's really fulfilling professionally that way as well, so it's always a challenge every day.
It didn't look all that great, and we got a great show in for the folks here, so well done. Guess what? It's going to rain again.
Perfection is impossible, but from the ground, most people can be fooled.
We're our hardest critics is that we're going to go back now and debrief a tape and see what we can do to make it better for next time, and that's all part of trying to go for that perfect show. So it's a quest for the Holy Grail at that point, but we're always trying to get that show, and we're always trying to get better.
Coming to the Cold Lake Family Air Show is an honor for these pilots. Not only do they get the chance to entertain the crowd, but there's an opportunity for some of Canada's best future pilots to be inspired by the things they see here. For many of these kids, this is the first time they'll ever step into a war vehicle, check out the cockpit of an airplane, or even talk to a military official. Captain Bandette remembers seeing the snowbirds, and now he's come full circle. It's
a great opportunity for the base here, especially to reach out to the community, open its doors, and get people to actually see what's happening and feel involved as a community. There's a great relationship between Four Wing and Cold Lake, and that this just reinforces that relationship. And I think it's great, especially from the crowd I did see from the air. It looked like there was a great turnout.
Up next, Up and Away. Going from a CF-18 pilot to training for space flight. That's coming up on Around the Region.